Hi guys, welcome to my stream today. It's already November 13, 2021, alas 12 na kasi. Anyway, before I start, let me just share first my transactions for today. And then if you have some questions, then feel free to ask here in TradingView live chat, though it's also restreamed in YouTube. But as much as possible, try to type your questions in TradingView chat. So actually we're down today. I think yesterday I have mentioned that BTC seems like a bearish divergence. Anyway, let's start first with my personal transactions for today. I just have a few ba yan? One, two, yeah, I think just a few. Um, I'll go this one. I closed it too early. Currently it's doing around, what's that right now? It's doing around 2.32 and I just closed around I think 2.08. So if I did not adjust my stop loss, I should have had much more higher realized ROE. But yeah, that's really how I trade. I'm normally adjusting my stop loss. But anyway, I can always re-enter the market. Second is I do have sand and mana transactions. I think it's one of the biggest gainers today, Mana and Sand. I think also same with Algo, biggest one of the biggest gainers for today. So yeah, so it's Mana, Algo, and Sand. But it's just that I did not try the Algo. I read a bit, but not much. And then I'll explain later on how I analyze this one. And then I added long on Shiba. Remember this one? This is my entry last time. However, I have a stop loss at 5,300. What I use is the limit stop, reduce only, post only. So the tendency using the limit stop is that it might not be done at this price. And yeah, since it's a post only also, that's also another uh, added that it might not be done because what I want to become a maker. I mean, yeah, a maker of the transaction. So if the transaction will be done immediately, of course, my that stop loss will be automatically get cancelled. So the 5,300 was actually got cancelled. So instead of reposting the 5,300, I just added another one at 5,145, which is just close to my entry price here. So that makes my position at 50% of my normal position size. Liquidation still NA. And then I also have open a long position in FTM. I think that's the most of my transaction. Actually, I'm watching BTC right now and using the 1 hour time frame because I think it might possibly be a possible bullish divergence. RSI is already at below the regular bullish, and here I'll just wait for it to um of course to close the. So let's start off with what do I need to start off? Anyway, maybe let's look at this first. BTC performance. So how much is BTC now? So it went down to 63,373. So Month on month, it's up by 3.84% using today's current price. So, puntahan muna natin. I think the long-term view, it's still the same. I think at the beginning of the years, it's always been my instance. So, I think I have nothing much to say. I'm still looking at conservative target of at least 100, more than 100,000 at the end of the year, with hyper bullish target of close to 300,000. But that 300,000 might possibly be extended. And the possible catalyst is that if you look at the monthly time frame, the RSI should be more or less more than 90 or even 96 RSI. And when that RSI, when you see that more than 96 RSI, that's the time to sell on a monthly time frame, which is you can see on this one. So that's the selling point. And then after that, it's more or less a 1 year bear. So yeah, I think let's just go on with the strong support I'm looking at here is the 60,000 actually, which is I did not it's which is also the doji here on a monthly time frame. I think last time we were looking at the weekly. So the 60,000 is the strong support I'm looking at. So at this point, though there is a correction, I think it's just a healthy pullback for it to move higher over the next subsequent weeks. So anyway, let's move on to this one. Maybe I'll use the Bitstamp. I mean Coinbase, and let's use the daily time frame first. I think if you have watched yesterday, yeah, I think we have flat this one, the possible bearish that continues until today. And did I make any transaction in BTC? I'm still holding the one that I bought at 64,000 something, I think. Though I tipped it at 69, which I shared yesterday. And then I relong on 64,950. So currently I'm also at a loss. But how much is that? I think it's 50% of my normal position size. Currently, how much is that? More or less, I don't know how much will be the loss on that. But normally, I will post it when it's already been realized. Before, when I'm starting in trading futures, it's okay for me to post the unrealized one. But at the end of the day, what matters is the realized ROE. Because if your position is not yet closed or my position is not yet closed, there's still tendency that that gain might become a loss, and worst case if that will be liquidated. So yeah, I already stopped posting unrealized ROEs, only the realized ones. So let's focus here on the divergence indicator. Yesterday it's yeah, sorry. I already also created one. I did not post short actually. Sayang. Anyways, but so kahapon, iba, bearish divergence. And kung mapapansin nyo, the RSI is already getting closer to possible regular bullish. So I expect a possible, more or less, it may still go down, but the possibility of it getting bounced is much higher. Kasi nga, it's just a few a difference from the regular bullish of 54.11, and the RSI right now is the is at 54.20. Though, yeah, it can still go lower, but I think might be safe, or might be, it's not safe. I think there's no right, or there's no 100% correct entry price. Always remember that. But whatever may be your entry price, you can always make it a better trade. Diba? It's just like parang sarili mo din, 'di ba? You can always change yourself to become a better person. That's also same with trading. Ginawa ko pang ano, no? Naalala ko on the accounting entries when nung nag-aaral ako. Kasi 'di ba, pag mali yung entry mo, initial entry mo, pwede kang gumawa ng adjusting entry. And then yung adjusting entry mo, correcting entry, para at least ma-adjust mo yung mali mong entry. And then kung mali ulit yung na-adjust mo, pwede mo pa siyang i-adjust ulit, and that will become the prior period adjustment. So, di ba? Naalala ko lang yung mga accounting days. Actually, that's auditing something. Auditing problem, which is medyo mahirap siya para sa akin. So, dito sa on 3 hours, maybe let's better delete everything. Because I already looking at it a while ago, and there's already a lot of lines. So, that's there. I don't know if we have seen this one. I think that what I remember yesterday is the daily time frame. So there is a bearish divergence there, and it's already on the 3 hours time frame. Possible regular bullish might be forming. RSI is already at 33 or below the regular bullish one. However, I expect it to, yeah, you can see this one. It's a doji. So we'll use that as our, ano to? Gagamitin natin siya as our support area, initial support area, or support 1. Lagi kasi ako nag-spot ng mga dojis eh. So that will be our support 1. Which is the 62,200 more or less. Breakdown to this area. Napansin nyo, doji pa din to. On the next doji. We'll just use the 3 hours muna. So, dyan din tayo. So, grabe yan. Hindi rin ako nakapag-short eh. Joke lang. Actually, wala akong masyadong plano mag-short kasi sa market ngayon. Of course, immediate resistance here, 65, and then there. On a shorter time frame, I don't know how you plan to trade it though. Saan ako nakapag-entry? 65, ano? 65 more or less here. Here ako nakapag-entry. 64,900 something. So, dito ako nag-entry sa akin. So, sa ngayon, ano bang possible? Of course, I'll wait for the confirmation here. Unless you're also planning to do some tranche transactions, then you might possibly, since it's support 1, test long. So, depende kasi, iba-iba kasi tayo ng pag-approach or ng mga trading strategy natin. Masyadong, let's try this one. Sakto pala, oh. Sakto. Diba? It's perfectly hit that. Hindi ko din nakita yan. So, just for trend lines, yeah, just look at least two points to connect. But of course, if more points, the better. The stronger will be that support or resistance trend. So, doji pa din yan. And then we'll use a bit of a breakdown. So, hanap muna siya ng support area. Medyo malalim kasi. Ano yung gagamitin ko? This one. So, sakto rin, that's where most of the transactions are from September 30 to present time. And yeah, almost here. So expect a lot of possible transactions within this area. So I think it might possibly be hold. However, yeah, of course, on conservative note, I will wait for the confirmation. The sell-off is really it's heavy sell-off right now. Pangit ng candles eh. So let's look at the 1 hour. Sakto pala. Doon nakapag-ano pala ako doon, nakapag-sell ako sa 69 eh. Kaso, hindi ko na-sell lahat. So, let's try to look at it. 28 RSI. Pwede pa kasi siyang wait, let's try to look at the lowest. Pwede pa kasi siyang bumaba, oh. Even below 20. Although it's already oversold, it could still go lower. So on conservative note, I'll just wait for a confirmation at least at this area. So it's better for me siguro if magbabantay ako. Kaya nga binabantayan ko kanina eh. Because I'm planning to go long, but yeah, after I confirmed at least a possible reversal of this trend. So more or less within, I'm planning to it at least within this area. At least medyo ma-action dito sa area na to. Within this 61 to 61,000, 61,300 to possible 58 pa nga, oh. 58,000. So, yun. So, antay-antay na lang muna siguro ako for now. But anyway, the immediate support I'm looking at is this one, 62,200, breakdown to possibly this 60,000. Though it's already oversold on 1 hour time frame and even in 3 hours time frame, I will wait for confirmation of the possible reversal. So I think that's it for now. I mean, immediate resistance at 65,600, and of course, breakout to all-time high, which is the 69 area. But I'm still expecting it to at least hit 76,600 at the end of the month. So that's my expectation for BTC. Currently, I do have a long position at 64,950. I'm planning to add more, but for now, I'll just be neutral and wait for the confirmation of the possible reversal of this downtrend. So medyo malakas kasi yung sell-off. So baka mamaya magtuloy-tuloy hanggang dito sa 60 or even dito sa 58. Ito kasi yung that's the VWAP from that support area, which is the 40,000 area. I mean 39 even. No, just 40. But if you look at my trades naman, it's mostly longs pa rin naman because I do plan to still most of my transaction as long until next month. But currently, I'm already settling most in a USDT or USD fiat. Though I still and just a few crypto for long-term hold. Because I'm planning to have at least 50%. Because right now, my position or my portfolio have 25% combination of USD and USDT. By the end of December, I should have at least 50% USD and other stable coins. That's my plan. And then yeah, possibly just relax over the next few months if ever the bear market comes. Though there's still an opportunity, but yeah, that's my plan, just to relax after this bull run. But anyway, let's see. So next na tayo, ano pa bang next? Yung mga na-trade ko pala. Kasi I'm exploring the other the other indicators. I'm just thank you for sharing. Hi. The bearish divergence, we already seen it yesterday, I think, on a daily time frame. You can actually add a divergence indicator in your chart so that at least you can also see it if ever I'm not streaming. So just add click on the indicators and then this one, divergence indicator, yeah, trader 2 with 622 followers. I think that's the followers. It's actually good. So the bearish divergence formed here, which is that. And even on the 3 hours, I think we have seen that, and also in 1 hour, if I'm not mistaken. So there. Yeah. But ba ako? Yeah, actually I also missed it. I missed the short. Why did I miss the short? Yeah, because I have a long position. I keep it at 69 and then I reopen at 64,950. So yeah, I don't want to add more and close that long position. So anyways, if it breaks on 60, are we expecting a dump? Oh, 63. Saan ba yung 63? 61 eh. Oh, 63 has already been broken because we're currently at 62,800 something. But if you look at it, it's actually much stronger here. And I'm expecting most of the transactions within this 60,000, 61,000 something. Because most of the transactions are done at on this area. If the point of control here is broken, we might expect it to retest the $58,000. So yeah. So kaya on hold lang. On hold lang ang pambira. I'll just add if ever. Saan ba ako naka-alarm? Currently, I alarm on ETH, but I might possibly change it to a BTC. It's quite heavy actually. So I think you can alarm it within this channel, 61,400 and the 58. Because once the point of control here is broken, continued sell off to 58. Buti kung 58 lang ano. Baka i-ano pa niya itong doji dito. What's the previous highs? Wait, let's try to look at this one. This one is actually an anchored VWAP, but you can actually also add it. Where is it? Here. Ako, nagbabagsakan na pambihira. Ay, okay lang pala. Nagwa-watch ako. Buti na lang nagwa-watch ako. Binawatch ko lang kasi kanina eh. So, yun. So, medyo heavy pa. So, yeah, I'll just wait for the market to at least stabilize a bit. Ayun na. Ako. Sell off to the year to it. Maybe let's try to lang natin. Okay. Sa tingin ko naman mag-hold na siya doon. So wait. Let's also try to look at this one, the Renko chart. So see, this is the height of each Renko chart is, Renko bar is 3,000. That's actually where I got my TP area that is 69. But currently, I just TP'd, I think 50% of my position size. So I still have remaining 50% that left open. But anyway, what's my plan on that is I'll just add more longs once the market stabilizes. So it's still a bearish bar that could possibly retest the 60,000 because the support I'm looking at here is the 63 and then it broke that 63, so we might expect 60,000. Breakdown to that 60,000 is the 57,000, so which is more or less close to this candlestick chart. Resistance, yeah, I think once there is, I'm still looking at 65,600 and then the all-time high. But yeah, it's really seems like a heavy sell-off today. Grabe ano? Hindi ko rin nakita to eh. I also missed this one. Yeah, unfortunately. I did not also look at it. So as much as possible, if you have some other ideas or analysis, yeah, you can share on the live chat so that we can actually see it and we might possibly gain from it, yeah, on others' ideas. I think that's a lot better. How much leverage ginagamit mo sa long? Well, actually, it depends on the contract. For BTC, ETH, Litecoin, that's 100 times leverage or 101 depending on exchange. Sa FTX kasi it's 101 times leverage. Pero sa BTC, its maximum na is 100 times. And then for other altcoins, it's either 50 times leverage yung maximum nila. The rest, like for example, yung Axie, Mana and even Sand are maximum nila is 20 times leverage. So yun. So depende sa asset. Could you look on ano yung FTD? I don't know what's FTD. Naku, nag-aano na, pambihira. So okay, at least nag-stream ako. Kung hindi, tinitingnan ko kasi kanina yung 3 hours. 3 hours and 1 hour. What's FTD? I don't know what's FTD. Huh? Wala naman. FTD what? I don't know what's FTD. FTD? Crypto ba yan? Is it crypto? Wala kasi dito eh. Or baka wala dyan. How about this? FTD. Wala. NFTD lang meron. Anyway. Oh, FTM. Naka-affect po ba hindi this yung dormant address na meron? Dormant, ibig sabihin hindi niya ginagamit. So, depende kasi kung ano yung plano ng dormant address na yun eh. Diba? Kasi kung hindi niya ginagamit much, ibig sabihin it's either na-lock siya or long-term holder siya. I think it's just right for the market to correct kasi masyado na din siyang mataas eh. Para at least on the next wave, mas, di ba, mag-recreate siya ng new all-time high. FTM, actually I do have I have long position in FTM. Let's try to look at that. But currently doing at 2.5. I bought it at 2.6 if I'm not mistaken. Wait, where's that? I open it at 2.6. 2.599. 599. Yeah. Just more or less 2.6 on. Let's try to look at FTM. But let's better remove that drawings. I don't know if I have tried the log chart here. I think not yet. Let's try to use this one. Though I already have my own personal longs. Lol. Okay. Maybe she has something like this. Okay. Haven't seen it too. I think I still have the one that I opened at 2.70. I remember that one. I think I opened it a few days Yeah, aside from the one that I currently open at 2.6. So for FTM, I'm also actually holding FTM because I trade FTM a few weeks. So the realized gain that I realized from it, I actually converted into my holdings. So I have a remembrance from my actual futures trade. Just try to plot it here. This is, so I'll just use that. So previous low, $2. I've seen that too. Actually, it's almost the same as BTC from here. Rejected. Yeah. I also failed to spot that one. Anyway. Yeah, I think the last time I TP'd at something and then I changed to mana and then I relong. Anyways, so I'm looking at this one, the fib, as a possible support, which is the $2. Immediate resistance, of course, this trend resistance, or at least this one. I think my TP is around 345, I think. Depending on the exchange. And then before it will create. Sorry. A new all-time high. But currently it's already at oversold. So I expect a possible bounce from here. This is, I will just use the regular one. 225. A bearish too. Anyway, and let's go back here. Then we'll add a bit. This will add that one. So at least more or less. So the EMAs is close to the fib, 0.618. So I expect a possible, at least if it holds at this level, it might retest the $3.20. what else can I say? And let's try to add this one. From here to here. Most of them got, yeah, I'll just wait it a bit because this daily time frame might end up a doji. Anyway, it's currently also at EMA 30, so yeah, let's see if that holds because previously it holds at EMA 30, the white one. And then how about this one? So though it's currently oversold at the moment, I need at least I need a, and yeah, personally I already bought or I have a long position at 260 which I opened today. Though it's currently at oversold, I'm still looking at, of course, to trade above the EMA 30, which is the 2.56 for it to confirm a reversal of this downtrend that have been rejected at this resistance area, which is the $3.20. So at so that should have been my, yeah, I might possibly change also my TP because I think my TP is 3.45 if I'm not mistaken. Wait, where's it? Oh, yeah, sorry, it's actually 3.18, which is also at that area. So I will TP before that resistance area because there's a possibility that it might also reject at that area. But if it break that area, I just can easily add or open a new long position. Anyway, let's delete everything and let's try to move back here on the regular chart because that is a logarithmic chart. So dito naman nag-ano siya eh. Yan na kasi. Daily na ba to? Yeah, daily time frame na to. So yun, sakto at 2.15. Dead cross siya. There is. On 3 hours, there is a dead cross. At the same time, there's also a a bullish divergence. So I'll take this as a 230. We'll take the 230 as our support area, because that's where that's where the bullish divergence are shown. So yeah, at least trade above it, 2.60 area. So possible trade since there's a bullish divergence, I'll trade it above the EMA 30, which is also the 2.60, which I got at 2.599. That's actually also my personal entry point, and that will be my stop loss. That's my TP is 2.18, right? Yeah, 2.18, and what's the low of this 1 hour? 2.45. Kulang. Anyways, di ko nakita kanina eh. That it's less than my RRR of 2. But anyway, I've been trading FTM, I think, a few weeks, and I also like the volatility. And aside from, of course, it's fundamentally good project. But on conservative note, I think it need to break above the EMA 30 for it to move higher. And the support I'm looking at is the 2.30, which is the point of the this one, bullish divergence. So I think yun na lang muna for now. And then you can just extend the fib actually. But on a daily, that's actually one of also my instance why I open a long position. It's because it's already at oversold. Then the uptrend, I think we can just use this one. Yeah, I think most of the time we are using the fib retracement, but actually we can also use the fib retracement, fib extension, wherein you will just extend it from that. It's like a continuation also. So that's the next possible target at 4.5 if ever it holds above the resistance that will become the support area, which is this resistance line here. So I think that's it for now. Actually, I'm planning to, of course, wait for the candle to close before I take another action. I have one at 260 and 2.70 area. Ay, nasaan na yun? Yun, mga EMAs. So, yun lang masasabi ko kay. So, eto, let's try to look at this one on what he shared. What's this? FTM. So, ano yung, what is looking at? Oh, he already have a divergence indicator there. And ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It depends on the up. If that's already the correction wave on that, I think it's close to $2, right? This is already 1, 2, 3. So anyway, let's see if this is already this strong support area. Because yeah, I think it's already oversold. That's why I already entered a long position. I think that's just my only reason for it. Only reason ba yun? Well, try to look this one. Okay lang. Kasi daily time frame. Ito. Yeah, I think I use the daily time frame on my. Yeah, I just forgot what time frame I use. But normally I'm using the daily at 3 hour and 1 hour in my decision making. So yeah, as what I've mentioned, I normally don't trade in an asset if the risk reward is less than 2. The risk reward ratio. So yeah, I think let's see. I just need a bit of confirmation. So the support I'm looking at is the previous low, which is 2.26. A resistance, immediate resistance at 3.8, around 3.18, a breakout to all-time high, which is 3.68, and then possibly as long as this trend resistance, which will become the support area, will hold, I might expect a new all-time high at $4.5. So anyway, yun lang, done na siya. So anyway, thanks for sharing. So let's see if that 2.26 is the lowest. So that will be the end of that correction. So yeah. FTM, how do you feel about mana? Mana? Yeah, actually I'm still, oh yeah. Let's look at mana. Actually, there's a confluence with a lot of indicators a while ago when I'm looking at it. Let me just pull it up. So this is the one that I'm looking at before I trade my mana. I think I still have, aside from this, I hide the rest that's already been closed. So I just maintain the one with open position. So aside from that, 1, 2, 3, I think I closed 3 transactions today. I'm still maintaining the one that I bought here. I forgot. I forgot. No. Joke. Hindi. Nakatulog kasi ako nun eh. But anyway, so I'll just wait. So this one, I'll let me share it to you because I'm also trying to share the confluence of all the indicators that I'm currently using. So I think that I used the 3 hours. Yeah, there is. But let me just I'll try to update it later. So using the 3 hours time frame for mana. Saan ba ako nagsimula? I don't know what price did I enter. But there is a bullish divergence here. That's one. That's will reverse the downtrend over a couple of days already. And then VWAP also break out, and there is also a golden cross. So that's another thing. So 1, 2, 3. So that's 3, and it break out the point of control. That's why I think all the indicators pointing to a possible retest to all-time high, which is 4.96. But I think my TP is 5. 4.96. Yeah, I think it depends on the exchange. It's 4.96 here. Yeah, I'll just adjust my stop loss if ever. So currently it's doing at 3.25. So some of my positions, actual positions are, yeah, it's still at a loss actually. This one, the 3.25, 35, and 3.65. But yeah, I closed some positions already at 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So at that 355 ROE in total. So yeah, and aside from that, there's also, yeah, I forgot to mention that there is a doji here. So that's my reason why I did long on it. But of course, just for today, the previous one, this one, which I opened last, yeah, I don't know, I think I slept on this one. That's why I failed to adjust, and then it's, I failed to adjust or create or enter my stop loss, and then it continues to go down. Anyways, so that's just it. Um, of course, my initial entry of, I mean, my initial TP that I'm looking at is of course the all-time high. So since it's pointing towards the reversal of that downtrend on 3 hours time frame, and then possibly if that continues, next target is the 618 or $6.87 and above. So I use the fib uh, extension here because I think this is just a correction that, of course, it's still a correction. The trend is still uptrend. So that's the difference between um fib and the fib. What's that? Fib extension. So it's a continuation of the major trend. I don't know. I think that's it. That's so the support I'm looking at is, of course, where we see that bullish divergence, which is at 2.15 area. So that's the support I'm looking at. So anyway, let's see how this mana goes. Um, yeah, personally, I'm still at a loss on some of my actual positions. But I think it will, why it's like this? It's 5, but on 3 hours, I'm seeing a 4.96. But I don't know why it's like that. Hmm. Anyways, we'll just use this one, the daily, which is 5. There are just a few difference. Why? Why a few difference? Should have been 5.03 also. How about this? Yeah, well, I don't know. There might be some sort of, yeah, cause my TP is 5, so I'm expecting that the all-time high is at least 5. Hmm. Well, maybe I'll just ask a trading view about that. Why on lower time frame the high is a few cents difference with the daily time frame. Anyways, that's mana. Done na si mana. Mana and sand actually moves same together. That's why I also re-enter sand. Yeah, actually I got stopped out at the I got stopped out there because I just said my stop loss. Anyway, let's also look at sand because they also have the same. Why did I choose Anyway, before that, why did I choose mana versus sand? It's because the possible risk reward ratio is much higher when I measure the possible returns. I just forgot. Yeah, I know, but I did not put it there. Though it's already at, so it's a possible 36% for sun if ever it hit the all-time high. However, for mana, possible 52% if it hit the all-time high, which is $5. So sometimes if you choose um, between assets, always look at the uh, possible rewards. Possible rewards. Always the reward should have been much better. So parang always ganun. Like for example, revenue over cost, over expenses, dapat laging mas higher or mas higher yung revenue or magtipid when it comes to expenses. Also same with the benefits. Benefits should always be higher than the cost. So ganun lang naman. So that we're done with mana. Yeah, let me also share with this one. Actually, almost the same with mana, but well, a while ago it's almost the same as mana, but currently right now it holds at the VWAP. I think it's also a bullish divergence over here, but currently it's already below the point of control, which is the 2.50. What's that? 2.71. So seems like they're selling a bit of this one as sand. Did I have other sand? I think none. I think I closed most of my sand. Well, I just don't know if I have missed something. Let's close long close. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I closed all of it already. So one transaction's only 4 cents. So maybe tomorrow I might possibly re-enter above the point of control, which is 2.71. So they're no longer the same with mana. Anyways, let's look at the 3 hours. Yeah. Because when I look at it a while ago, yeah, they're almost the same with mana. There is a doji. It holds above the VWAP, golden cross, and it break out the point of control. But currently, right now, the point of control now is below it. So yeah, of course, on conservative note, though we still have a lot of indicator pointing it to move higher. Yeah, I think it's much better for me to reopen one above 2.71. That's my own personal strategy. If ever I will relong this one. And then the stop loss at, I might possibly use the EMAs. And immediate TP at 3.45, which is, you can see, I'm always using the 3.45, but I'm always ended up at adjusted stop loss. Anyways, that's my immediate TP, 3.45. And if continues to 4.5, which is the 618. So, yun yung sand. Have an entry 2.28, but yeah, bullish divergence. Okay, nice. Sand, did I settle it in the sand? Oh, I think I settled it in USD. Yeah, I did not just converted the gains to sand. Anything on LTC? Yeah, let's try to look at LTC. What happened to LTC? It's already 2.48. Then, let's try to look at this one. So, yeah, I think we're done with the FTM. We'll just, uh, we'll just create the one after the confirmation that it's already the low, the C, which is 2.26. What's that? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 2.26. And then, ano ba yung last na ano natin? Yun, yung last. I mean, thanks also. Then see. Yeah, let's look at the LTC first and then let's look on the BTC if there's a bullish divergence in 1 hour time frame. So for now, let's go to LTC. What happened to LTC? I'm looking at 230. The last time that I sell this one is 258. No, 290. I sell it at 290, 275, 290, 230, 258, 275, and 290. And then I'm waiting at 300. And it's done at 300. So anyway, I want to delete it. And let's make a new one here. Oh, what happened there? LTC. I also love actually trading LTC. Oh, this is 3 hours. Sorry. I thought it's the daily. It might not be noticeable, but there is on this side there is a bearish divergence. So let's look on the support I'm looking at, of course, this previous high, which is the 232. 232. I think I have a posting at 232. I think I mentioned it before. 235 and 232 area. And then what else? Of course, the resistance is the previous high, the highs of that, the $300, and then breakout to $400 plus dollars. Anyway, let's look at the 3 hours time frame. What happened there? Yeah, this is the doji. So let's remove it. Yeah, so that at least when you're looking at the chart, yeah, normally I'm just looking at the dojis. That's one of my favorites. Favorite of possible reversals of the trend. So that's also a bearish divergence. And then what happened after that? I'm just lucky I'm done at 300. It went as high as 302.08. So I'll just wait. Let's see if it hit my order at 232. I think 232 and 235. I think I've been last time I tipped here, which is done at 230. Another here when there's a fake news, and then this time, and then the rest until the 300. one. I mean $300. So right now, RSI is already at 44. You can see it's already below the regular bullish, and I might expect a possible bounce from here. So this is also on EMA 30, which is close to that support area I'm looking at. But of course, on conservative note, I will wait for it to close. Let's look at the 1 hour first. So how it is doing. Also at oversold. So actually, it's good to have the divergence indicator. Though sometimes it's not capturing the bear or the bull. But yeah, you still have this one here on the right side where you can see the possible reversals. So I think it might possibly be a doji from here. So you can see there's actually a doji here on a 1 hour time frame. This one, which is more or less close to this one. So we'll try to use that. And even there are two dojis actually on this area. So also this one. So we'll use, of course, the lower one. So actually, it hit the previous doji on 1 hour time frame. So I expect, of course, a possible reversals from here. But I'll just wait for at least this one to close. Or normally I do, but I'm doing, I do a test longs at 25% since it's already at oversold. Then my immediate TP, normally whenever I go long, yeah, you can actually set whatever risk reward fits you. Because I think others, but yeah, as much as possible, don't do lower than 2. Yeah, possible. Ano to, si Litecoin. Yeah, because I'm already waiting at 2. But personally, I'm waiting at 32 and 235. But yeah, let me see also if ever. At least we analyze it from here. What else? We failed to, maybe let's add a bit of this so that we can see where are the most transactions there here. 200 something. 266 area. I think it might hold a bit. Oh, let's say so that's fine. Litecoin. How about this one? So the support I'm looking at is at least this area at 243 to 232. A resistance still, the immediate resistance at $300. A breakout to 400. Currently, it's already at oversold in 1 hour and 3 hours time frame. So what's happening to BTC there? Yeah, I want to just look at it. Just want to look at the Renko chart. So using the Renko chart, let's delete everything and remove that. Normally, I'm analyzing it using just the chart itself. So the strong support, this one, which is the previous top around the 225. What's that? 225 area. And this one is, I think it's 300. That's where I got my 300 TP area. And then to 400 area. So I think this one, the 225 or even the 230, 32, 225 to 232 is a strong support area in my opinion. So there. It's been rallying for a few days already, so I think it's just right for it to correct a bit. But Litecoin is actually one of my second biggest gainers when it comes to futures in a Bitsy exchange. So, may nangyari sa ano? Let's just go over here. What happened now? Seems like, yeah. I remember his questions there. If there is a bullish divergence in 1 hour time frame. So we'll use that 1 hour time frame. But maybe let's delete this one. I don't know, sometimes the volume profile is just like that. I don't know why. So check natin. Meron na siya. Ayun, no? So it's, yeah, actually we can delete everything and then, kasi masyado na siyang ano eh. There's a lot of whatever lines is there. So I think we'll just use this one. So yeah, there is already a possible bullish divergence forming in 1 hour time frame in BTC. Diba? And it's also at oversold. RSI is already at 37, which is below the regular bullish dito sa right side. And syempre, normally, ito naman yung, diba? So, add-ons na lang din yung nasa right side. So, actually, syempre, if I will trade this one, syempre, ano ko muna. So, what's the possible risk reward? But parang short ata na open ko. Yeah, this one. So, parang medyo late na ata tayo. So, anong pinaka-low neto? 62,300. Yeah, it's okay. At least below pa siya ng week. So, I might possibly re-enter. Possible bullish divergence nga in 1 hour time frame. So, to answer his question, yes. I think so. I think so. Yeah, meron naman. Pero syempre, di natin alam kung makakonfirm siya. Yeah. Pero tingin ko it's already. Yes. RSI na kasi and there. Additional na lang siya. Anyways, I hope it will continue to retest the 65,600 area. So, yeah, I think that's it, guys. Do you have any other questions? So, if none, maybe I'll end this stream. Sana ba bang mga tinitignan ko? Wala ba na? Sa ngayon kasi si Mana Sand and pa yun kanina? Yeah, I'm watching BTC a while ago. Tsaka si Shiba pala. So what else am I watching? FTM. So what happened there? FTM. 2.57. Just konti na lang. So yeah, I think I'll just wait for it. Pero si ano yung ano eh. Si LTC, maybe. Actually, my settings for, yeah, you can actually also add divergence indicator in your chart. Kung wala pa kayong trading view, yeah, you can open one. There's actually a free subscription. Personally, me, I'm also one of the free subscriber. Why did I did not subscribe? Because I think for me uh, the features of a free subscriber is more than good enough for me. But if you think you will need the other features, then you can subscribe Pro Plus, and Premium then. Though yung mga free subscribers, there's just a limitation. Like for example, for indicators, maximum you can use only 3. And I already maximize it, which is the divergence indicator and the 2 EMAs. So yeah, I think the simpler the better. So yeah, just add the divergence indicator there, and then my personal setting is I adjusted my overbought to 90 because I see some assets that's already been trading above that 90 area, and then the oversold still remains at 20, but the default of this one is 70 as overbought, and oversold is 30, which is the also same default of the RSI. So yun lang. So any other questions? If none, yeah, let's end the stream, and yeah, matulog na tayo. Matulog na tayo. Hours na din ng 1 ano. It's already 1:34 a.m. Philippine time. Actually, nagbago yung ano ko yung tulog ko. Dati kasi 10 o'clock natutulog na ako. And then magigising ako ng 6. Pero ngayon tanghali na ako magising kasi pag 3 ako natulog, di syempre ilang oras. Normally I slept 8 to 10 hours lagi. Kasi pag puyat, I actually cannot think. So, yun. Hindi rin ako makapag-isip pag kulang sa tulog So, yeah, kaya lagi akong 8 to 10 hours natutulog. Kasi pag ganun, pag lutang ka kasi hindi ka rin nakakapag-isip masyado. So, yan. Basta relax lang mag-trade. Huwag lang kayong ma-liquidate if you're trading futures. Kasi syempre napagdaanan ko rin yan. Kaya nga sinishare ko yung spreadsheet ko that my liquidation is either NA or 0. But I handled shorts and longs differently. Pag longs kasi automatic agad, meron na agad akong market stop. Kasi mas mahirap siyang i-handle at saka automatic kasi meron siyang liquidation kahit na one contract lang yung inopen mo. So yeah, I think ganun na lang. So if you have no more questions, then I will end this stream. So may nagsabi dito sa YouTube, sabi niya 55 to 60 is strong until it's broken. I'm still bullish. Well, actually personally I'm still bullish, as you can see in my own personal trades. Even at the beginning of the year, most of my trades are already been longs. So kung nakasabay kayo, kung nakasabay kayo. I think most of it naman, though wala kasi akong I'm not sharing any personal transactions before because I just I started it October 27. But yeah, kung na-share ko lahat siguro baka ma-overwhelm din kayo on my personal trades. So I think it's just actually partial of it. Kasi lalo na kung madami scalp, 'di ba? So just the major ones. Pero pag may lugi na ako, i-share ko din. Pag may lugi na ako. Of course, let's should be open with the possible losses, of course. Though baka mamaya sabihin nyo that I'm not sharing my losses. If there is, I will possibly share. Actually, I have a personal journal in Telegram, and yeah, I mostly sharing most of it. And at the end of the year, I'm planning to share the one in my Bitsy account. I think I have traded a few contracts, but so far the biggest ones is BTC, LTC, and Ethereum. I mean Ethereum, LTC, and then BTC when it comes to gains. And I have four accounts. I mean four accounts, but currently I'm using the three accounts because I'm just waiting for the sub accounts. Like for example, for FTX, I have different isolated wallets. Wherein FTX, the capital from FTX actually also came from Bitsy. So all of the FTX balance there is actually a realized gain in general. In general, and then I just add a bit of that gains. So yun, sa futures, dalawang ginagamit ko si Bitsy and si FTX. And then the rest of the exchange, si Binance, OKEX, Gate, Qcoin, and other decentralized exchanges are for spot trading. So I think, and then I'm also using Prime XBT for commodities. So ang dami, no? So iba-iba. So maybe next time, paano ba yun? Siguro try natin, ang pinaka kasi doon is how you manage risk eh. I don't know kung paano kayo kasi mag-trade eh. Iba-iba kasi yung style. Kasi yung iba, 100% agad is 100% agad ng kanilang position size. Siyempre naranasan ko din yung 100% agad. Minsan nasasayangan ako pag 25% lang. But at the end of the day, I want it to become a sustainable gains going forward. Diba? Ako kasi satisfied na ako sa 0.6% daily of my capital. Para sa akin na it's more than good enough for me. I mean, it's already a decent gain. And then if ever na mas mataas siya sa 0.6% daily yield, daily returns, so great, di ba? But I think, nakikita nyo naman yung actual trades. Though, yung nga lang kay Bitsy is no shareable ROE at the moment. But actually, I can compute it if I really want to share it. So, I think that's it, guys. Kung may tanong kayo, you can PM me in my social media or even here on TradingView. If you have other TAs or analysis, you can always feel free to share also here in the live chat so that at least we could also discuss it with the others, and might possibly there is an attractive trade that we could trade and possibly profit from that trade. So, yun naman eh. So, tulungan lang. Yay, mana, mana, mana. Lugi pa ako sa mana. Sa iba. Pambihis. So, bye guys. See you again next time. Di pala natin na-discuss yung iba. Pero yun yung naman yung mga majors na nakikita ko kasi. Ano nangyayari sa BTC natin? Oh, ay hindi ko pa pala na. Sorry. I'll end.